Hi everybody, this is the new League Score Sheet Entry program. You'll be using this to put in your match scores, and it is only for captains. So your login ID is going to be your unique player ID, and we'll be giving you a password. I would recommend that you save it. I did this on my phone so that I can always find and have the right numbers. But since this is a test, I'm not going to do that here. Your match number comes from the schedule. It is typically a 5-digit number, and it also then will display the date that you're playing your match. You are the home team. You're the Dinkers. When you scroll down here, you will find all of your players on your team. So then you'll pick the players that are playing today. We're using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to populate my team and who is playing with who. You'll have to do this for every match, but once you put them in, they populate down to the whole scorecard, so you only have to do it on these first 3 teams. Your opponents are the Smashers, and we used A, B, C, D, E, F for them today for this demonstration. You can't put the same player in twice, it will correct you. Okay, now you have your population already done of players. Then all you have to do is the scores. As you can see, the home team is in blue, so this is your team, the one's in blue, and the away teams are in orange. If your score is, for the first game, was 15-3, you just put that in there. The score from the second game was 2-15, and the score for the third game was 15-7. You'll also want to put in who the winners were. In this case, it was the home team. In the second game, it was the away team. And in the third game, it was the home team. Then you just continue with the games as progress. And don't forget to put in who the winners were. I'm just tabbing through. Here we have 4-15, 6-15, and 8-15. And don't forget to put in who your winners were. The away team, and the away team. Okay. Okay. Then I just arrow down. At the bottom, you'll see that you have 5 and 4, so that adds up to 9. So you know you've done all your winner boxes correctly. You have a winner. There were 5 winners on the home team and 4 in the away team. Your home score gets calculated automatically, and your away score gets calculated. Then you push the review button, and it will give you a chance to check it out, make sure everything looks right, and if you approve of it, submit your match. It says, thank you, your scores have been successfully submitted to the league. Okay, once you've submitted your scorecard to the league, you will be able to find the scorecard on this page called the Division Summary page. And as you can see, we have the Smashers and the Dinkers. It will list the players that were playing in that league, in that division. And it shows the match that we just put in with the Dinkers won 5-4. If you press the results, you will see the scorecard. Okay, so now we're ready to submit this match. So we push submit the match. And it says, thank you, your scores have been successfully submitted to the league. Now if you want to go up, let's say you are the other captain and you want to check on that, what was submitted for your team. Let's say you were the visiting team. Then you can just push on the match number. Only the two captains can look at these score sheets. So now as the second captain, you can look at this, review the score sheet yourself and make sure that everything is okay. And at the bottom, let's say something is not okay. Let's say the very last game, your score was a 9 instead of a 7. You can't just change it. You're going to have to do a challenge. And you can say, game 9, score was 15-9. And submit the challenge. So the challenge was submitted, and we will then review the scores and the score sheet and make sure that everything is computed correctly. Okay, now I'm going to describe a what-if situation. What if someone is late to the match, a team is late to the match? How do we record this on the scorecard? Okay, so we're going to say that we've got our players in here. We've listed all the players, but this particular team right here is late to the match. They've gone past their 15 minutes and we want to get started. So these players are playing their match. These two do show up after the 15 minutes, but we want to record this particular game as a default. So that's where we're going to go over here and use this default button. And as you can see, it's saying we still need a score. And it does describe for you that for defaulted games, the score should be 15-0. So we're going to declare this team the winner. They get the 15 and they get the 0. And when you tap through it, it records. And they are then still here, ready to play the next game. Okay, here's another what-if situation. Your players in Game 7 reported that there was an injury, or the lights went out, or something happened, and the match was not finished. So the match was not finished, and they had gotten to the point where their score was 9-4. So if for some reason the match is not finished, then you will use the pull down, not completed, but you will use retired, because you didn't have a 15 in here. So the system is not going to let you keep it at 9-4. So we've added this option of retired so that you can signify to the league that that game was determined, that these players were the winners, and the score did not go to 15, it was 9-4, and the reason that you'll use is retirement. And as you can see at the bottom, the system then records the winners, here 6-3, and all the scores are all calculated for you. Okay, scenario number 2, I'm going to describe what if the Dinkers team is missing a team. They only brought 4 players. How do I record that on the scorecard? Well, you've got your 4 players that showed up. Here's your 6 players from the Smashers. So all you have to do when you go to if they're not going to show up at all, you know that they're not showing up at all, then their whole match for that section would be player 5 and 6 are defaulted. So it automatically puts in here the scores for you, 0-15, all the way down the scorecard. Okay, here's the last scenario of what if. What if we have 4 players on the home team, the Dinkers, and 4 players on the Smashers? But that's all they have. We just have 4 players on each team. So you would put in that you have a defaulted team here, and you have a defaulted team here. The score is automatically going to populate for you, and it's all automatically going to tell you that that is a double default. So if you put your scores in for the first 2 games, and then come down for the other games, you'll see the ones are already populated where you had the defaults, so you don't have to worry about what to put in there. You just put in the games that need to be played. And it actually puts your winners in there for you, so you don't have to worry about those boxes. Actually, you do. Here's one. Okay, if you come down here and you don't have enough games won, it's because the winner boxes have not been populated. So you can go back and fix that. I think I might have one more. Yep, 2 more. So if your tabulations are not correct, go back and look and see if you did what I just did and forgot to click your winner boxes. And review and submit to the league.